Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University of Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a very nice day here in the great state of Georgia, the city of Atlanta, Georgia. We are coming to you live. It is Wednesday afternoon at the time of this recording. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in, come on in, come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about being a master of something and not being a jack of all trades. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to specialize in something. You want to be great at something. And the reason why you want to be great at something is you can charge more for specialization. Okay? You can, if there's something that, let's say you're great at email marketing. We'll just use that for example. If you write emails every day and you get it to where people open up your emails and they give you money every day, and you work on this and you work on this, and you become an email specialist, and then you decide, hey, I'm going to teach other people my wily ways. I'm going to teach other people how to make money from email. You can say, hey, I specialize in email marketing. I do this, I do that. It's easier for you to make money doing that than going, yeah, I know about podcasts, and I know about YouTube. I know a little bit about this, a little bit about that. Just take this course and I'll show you all that stuff and go. And it's like, what are you going to learn? What are you going to learn in that generalizing a bunch of stuff? What are you going to learn that? What are you going to learn from that? No. You want to get great at something, and then you can, because here's the thing. Once you're known for something, you can take that and you can use that towards other things. Once people get on your list, or once people, find out, they go, hey, this guy's great at email marketing. They're going to ask you about 50 other different things too, just because now they know that you know something. You're great at something. So they're going to think, oh, this guy's, if he's great at this, he's got to be great at other stuff too. And so they'll just ask you questions, and then there's always room to grow with other stuff, and you can sell other stuff, besides email marketing or whatever. Or you can do the affiliate marketing thing once you grow a list, But the thing is, learn to be great at something, Just don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none, Master something. Master podcasting, master YouTube, master email marketing, master copywriting, master, owning a clothing store, master, running a Chick-fil-A, master being a manager, master something, become a master at something, and you can teach other people. And because people will know when you don't know something, if you're trying to sell because the thing is, you want to sustain. You don't want to. You don't want to be a supernova. You don't want to. You don't want to burn hot for a couple months and then just go to nothing. Because you see the people online sometimes, and you see them, and whatever's hot, they're selling. Crypto's hot, they're selling crypto. Bitcoin's hot. They're selling Bitcoin. Forex trading is hot. They're doing Forex trading. They jumping on different things. That's the jack of all trades and the master of none. The only thing they're good at is marketing, and they're apparently not good at that, because if you were great at marketing, you would not have to jump on every single thing. Like, yeah, I know there are times that, hey, if you start learning about, blockchain and, digital currency and all that, and you learn some stuff and you start making some money from it or whatever, and you figure, hey, I've done courses before, I can sell this course, that's fine. But whenever something's hot, you can always tell. Whenever there's something hot and somebody just jumps on it, then they're a jack of all trades and a master of none. And you don't want to be that, because then you're always looking, you're always searching, you're always seeking out money instead of money just coming to you. You want to become a master, so that way money just comes to you. You don't have to run to it. You don't have to chase after. You don't have to chase after dollars. You don't have to chase after the bag, as they say. The money will always flow to you, because if you're a copywriter and you get great at that, somebody's always going to want some copy from you. There's always going to be people lining up at your door. If you become great at podcasting, there's always going to be somebody that wants to learn about podcasting from you. You become great at YouTube, there's always going to be people watching your stuff. There's always going to be a YouTube channel you can build. There's always going to be money for you to make in that space. And so it's like, whenever you see Michael Jordan, he got his main source of income, which, I mean, he's a pitch man for Hanes and Gatorade and all that kind of stuff. But he got great at basketball. And the greater he got at basketball, the more shoes he was able to sell. It's a thing, He got great at basketball. He kept getting great at basketball. And 20, 30 years later, the guy's retired. The guy ain't played since 2003, maybe. It's been 20 years. And Michael Jordan still has the highest selling shoe. If he didn't master basketball, if he didn't have all these memories and the shoe, what the shoe represents for people, if he didn't have all that, he would not be the top selling shoe person to this day. When people retire, most of the time, their shoes go to the wayside, So this guy became a master in basketball, and it oozed over into the shoe business, His shoe was hot when he was playing, but his shoe is still hot to this day. He hasn't played in 20 years. So you have to remember that, and you just have to become great. And then, like I told you, people will ask you more about other stuff besides just what you're great at, because now they have a trust. You build a relationship. They have a trust. They go, hey, this guy's great at this, so I know he has more wisdom in his body or her body or their body, whatever you want to identify as, okay? Whatever you want to be, you can be, apparently, in this day and age. But all jokes aside, become great at something, and you will see it will ooze over, and you will be able to create a course. You will be able to set up a newsletter. You will be able to set up a subscription. You will be able to do something that you can always make money from. And that's the most important thing. The most important thing when it comes to making money, one of the most important things is having a steady stream of it, because you want to become a great investor. You're gonna make some money. You're gonna lose some money. But then one of the most important things you can do is always have some money coming in, so you can invest. When it's the time to invest, you want, let's say you're in the housing market and there's a property that comes up, and you're like, man, I just need XYZ. If you are making money, online, making money from whatever, and it's steady flowing in, you don't have to worry about. You don't have to scramble around for a down payment. You don't have to try to say, oh man, I need this to pop right now. I don't need to run off and play the lottery and hit the lottery and pray that you hit the lottery. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do a lot of stuff. If you become great at something, there will always be opportunities. There will always be money coming in from that. And so that it's sometimes when you talk and sometimes when you talk and you talk and you talk, sometimes you you get distracted for a quick second, and it throws you off. But you definitely want to become a master at something. You don't want to be a jack of all trades. You don't want to be you want to be a specialist at something, and then you will figure out everything else. You can make money from affiliate marketing. You can grow your list with the thing you're great at. Grow your list, build your list, whatever, and sell a product with what you're great at. You can sell a course, you can sell a class, you can sell whatever. But start making some money from that, and you can build around that, and you can have a whole. You want to have the at the end of the day, you want to have the Disney approach. You want to have your own city. The more you have in your city, the better off you will be. I was driving last week. I was driving through where I grew up, and I was driving through these little towns. And when I was a kid, there was more people living in that area than it is now. And one of the things that I remember is every little town had a grocery store. Every little town had a gas station. So you never really needed to leave the town if you didn't want to. You know what I mean? Even it was 1,000 people. Where my grandma lived, there was, maybe 500 people. But those 500 people, they had a gas station, they had a grocery store. They had stuff that you could live on. You didn't have to go far. You didn't have to go 1,000 miles. And then I was driving back through there a couple weeks ago. They didn't have grocery stores. They didn't have gas stations. And I thought, if you can't even just walk down the street and go get you a snack or go get you, some groceries, like why even live here? There's no point unless you're gonna build your own store. It's just like, I like living in a small town. I prefer to live in a small town. It's never gonna happen because my wife, she's a big city girl, but I prefer to live in a small town. But I can't. I wouldn't want to live in a small town myself if they don't have the basic necessities. You know what I mean? Like that would just be kind of annoying. And so I say all that to say, you become great at something. You become a specialist. And you build out from that point. You build your own city. You have your gas station, your grocery store, your movie theater. You have it to where people don't have to go far out of your world. When you go to Disney World, they have animals, they have all kinds of things for you to get into. If you want to be a fan of Disney, they got movies, they got cartoons, they got shirts, they got all kinds of stuff they sell you. You know what I mean? And so you don't have to leave the Disney universe if you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Marvel's a part of the Disney universe. Marvel, they have all these movies, these shows. So if you just wanted to watch Marvel all day, you could at this point. The same with I talked about this before. My wife, she watches 90 Day Fiance. 90 Day Fiance, they have their own universe. It's amazing. It's too many shows for me, but if you're a fan of 90 Day Fiance, you could watch it. Oh, you could watch it all day. They have all these shows. It's amazing. But you want that for your business. The more stuff that you can create, the more stuff that you have, the more that the people will not leave. The people will stay there, you know? And yeah, that's that. And so LeBron James, he got great at basketball, and from basketball, he's building out his media empire. You know what I mean? And so because you get more opportunities. People say, "Oh, this guy's great. I want to work with him with this. I want to work with him with that." It's the same as Magic Johnson. We're using a lot of basketball people today. Same as Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is a great basketball player, Hall of Fame basketball player, one of the best ever. I used to love watching Magic Johnson play. Magic Johnson started off, with a few Starbucks and a few Magic Johnson theaters, and everything has gotten bigger. Everything has gotten better. Magic Johnson is I'm sure if he wanted to, he could sell you a course on business, because he has he has the proof that he's a successful business person. He built that business. He was able to get in the doors with the people because they knew him as Earvin Magic Johnson, the great basketball player. But once he got into the door, he showed that, hey, he has a great mind for business as well, And you don't get great by just saying, hey, I'm Earvin, I'm whoever. You have to work at it, of course. But the thing is, work at something, become great at something, do it every day. Do it every day, and the more you do it, the better you will get at it. I tell you, hey, listen. You want to go back to the first episode you ever listened to on this podcast? I sucked. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. It wasn't the greatest thing you're ever gonna listen to. But you know what? I came back the next day. Came back the next day. Came back the next day. 3 years later, 600 and something episodes. We're still going at it. We're still going at it. The point of it all is, I'm never gonna stop. I feel there's always room to improve. I'm not there yet. I'm not a master yet, but I'm there. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And it's the same. It's the same for you. Work on it. If you wanna get better with emails, do email every day. You want to get better with YouTube, do the YouTube every day. Master it though. Do not try to, do not quit. Do not say, "Oh man, I've done this for 2 months and I'm done now." No, just keep going. The best thing you can do is you can get a little better every day. If you get a little better every day, that's all you can ask. It's not about I'm a natural. That whole I'm a natural is such BS. Nobody's a natural at anything. You might have a little better ability than somebody. You might take to it easier than somebody. It's just like, hey, listen. When I was a kid, I could do math a lot better than I could speak English. You know what I mean? Like, it took me a while to figure out took me a while to get the English down pat. And but math, I sort of took to it a little bit. Doesn't mean I was, oh man, I'm so gifted in math. No, I like doing math. I still like doing math, and I like doing numbers, like looking at numbers, But I've had to work on my English and work on the writing, and do it more and do it more and do it more. And the more I do it, the better I get at it. I couldn't sit down in the beginning and write you 1,000 words off the top of my head like that. Nah, I don't have that ability. I didn't have that ability, but it's practice. It's practice with everything. And so don't think, oh man, I don't take to it. I know sometimes when you get older, you get stuck in your ways. You're like, I don't want to learn something because it's new. But the the faster you get that out of your mind, the better off you will be. There's always going to be something that you don't know. There's always going to be something that for you to learn, and once you learn it, it's okay. It's not a big deal if you don't know it. It's not a big deal if you're, you know, that doesn't matter the age. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, that's it. We'll be back tomorrow with all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. God bless. And as always, everybody, peace.